Hi, welcome to Robyn's Roost. Today I'm sharing one of the 4 cards that I did for my card club in the mail for January, and they are all Valentine themed using the Cute as Can Be designer series paper and the matching meant to be stamp set, and also the Bee My Valentine stamp set. So each month I do a club in the mail. You can order it. It's $45. You get a half of a pack of DSP and some embellishments or ribbon, and then eight cards. So kits to make 8 cards. I have everything cut except for the DSP because that way it allows you to choose which DSP you want for which card. Now I usually do the die cutting if I can, if there's die cutting. If you have to stamp it, then I don't die cut it because it just doesn't work. But anyways, so there's 4 cards that you get kits for, and you get 2 for each design, two kits for each of 4 designs, and then I usually add in 2 other instructions, so you get complete instructions for each of the cards, and I usually do 2 more card instructions, but you don't get the kits for them. They're just kind of bonus extras. So today we're doing a fun, it's like a double card, you know, so I called it a double fun fold. So you get double the fun. So let's flip the camera and I'll show you how to make it. First of all, let's take a look at the Cute as Can Be designer series paper. And this is the paper that you will find in the online exclusive, not online exclusive, the online scrapbooking brochure. So you won't find it in any of the printed catalogs. So there are 6 fun bee themed papers, and the colors I believe are, I have the paper across the room from me with the names on them, but Old Olive Pool Party, Basic Black, Petunia Pop, Daffodil Delight. I might be missing one in there, and then the back sides are all these pretty designs. Great for Valentine's Day and, you know, fun summer scrapbooking pages. So I'm not using them for scrapbooking pages. I'm using them for cards. And the card, let's see. Let's go a little bit deeper first. I think I told you I was going to be using 2 different stamp sets that are well matched for each other. So the Be My Valentine is in the annual catalog. It's a carryover from last year, and it has a matching bee builder punch. So you can stamp the bees and punch them out and layer them, and it's definitely Valentine themed for the greetings. And you have a middle-sized bee in this set. And then the new set that's in the scrapbooking brochure has bigger greetings, more designed for scrapbooking, but it works for cards too. So you have a daddy bee and a baby bee, if you want to do all 3, which we will on this card. And then some big greetings, not necessarily Valentine's, but definitely love themed. And then some flowers, and of course we have our fun faces. Now this set comes with some dies, and these dies are going to be awesome for scrapbooking. They're a little bit big. The bigger ones are kind of too big almost for a card, but they're great. They're going to be great for scrapbooking. I think I'm going to be using these for my journaling pages. Now it does have 2 words. It says Our Hive. I wish it had something more like beautiful day or hello sun, or, you know, but I don't think I'll find a use for those. But it would be great if you were doing a page, maybe a family page with some little kids or something. Now the wings and the die set cut out just the outline. And then it does have the 2 different sizes for the bee body. And they also make great word bubbles. And then a whole bunch of little flowers. I have yet to figure out, there is a stamp and the die with this little, I don't know if it's supposed to make flower petals. That one's got me stumped just yet. A heart. And I guess that kind of takes care of this one. So I'm just going to set these aside somewhere, and we'll get started on the card. Now I'm just calling this a double fun fold because it's got 2 different folds to it. So first of all, I've got a card base. It's just a standard card base that is long. So it's 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. And then you're going to cut off half of the front. So you're going to cut off 2 3/4. And this is our main card base. And then I have this piece of Pool Party, which is embossed with the fern embossing folder, which I thought I had right here. So it's just kind of a leafy embossing folder. And this is 4 by 5 1/4, so it's going to just layer right in here. And I love that you can use either side of this, whether you want the debossed or the embossed side. I got some really, really sticky tape here. Been having a little problem with it. It might be the operator, I'm not sure. So that's just going to go right like that. And then I have another second base that is 11 inches by 3 inches, scored at 5 1/2. And I'm not going to glue this down yet because I want to do some stamping on it, but I do want to mention that because you're putting all these layers in, when you're done attaching it, you might need to flip it over and trim this edge so it doesn't stick out. And then we have a piece of Petunia Pop, and this one is 2 1/2 by 4. And then I've chosen one of the layers, and I did the Petunia Pop because I've got the one with the hearts. And this piece of the DSP is 2 1/4 by 3 3/4. So it just layers right up on there. So now we have to do some stamping, and I've chosen to make an entire bee family on this card. So to begin with, I'm just going to slide this back in here and take a pencil, and I'm going to mark just lightly, just a little dot with my pencil, so that I know I want to have some of my bees on this side and some on this side, but I kind of want them so that they aren't half on, half off. So then we're going to start with some Daffodil Delight to make our bees, and let me grab some black here. I keep moving my page. Okay, so now I've kind of set my stamps. Hopefully I'll keep them straight as far as I've got my big bee and my little bee and my medium-sized bee, and keep them all kind of straight here. So I'm going to start with my big bee. And I know that his tail sticks out past his body, so I'm going to kind of stick him right down here. And then I have his stinger, the business part of the bee, and that's kind of what I use to try to line up. I kind of try to put the edge of his stinger right on the edge of the yellow, and then centered. And then we've got his wings, and the big bee's wings are definitely bigger than the other 2 sets. It seems like the middle-sized bee and the little bee kind of have the same sized wings. And then I've got his little eyes. And some antenna. And then next, let's see if we can put the middle bee and let's do her, let's see, you know what, it's gonna, I'm gonna change my mind. I'm gonna start with the littlest bee. And I'm gonna put him right down in this corner, kind of. I know we're gonna run out of room for one of the bee's wings here, but we'll just call it good. And then I was running out of blocks. I did not bring all of my blocks that I have with me here to Florida, so I'm a little short on blocks. So hopefully this will work. Makes it a little harder to see when you have the stamps on both sides. The bright-eyed smiley face, since he's the young bee. And then let's see if we can get the mama bee in here yet. Like I said, we're gonna her wings are gonna probably be off of the paper a little bit, but that's okay. Somehow I had her on here a little bit better the last time, but I wonder if I cut my paper smaller than I did. This is actually only 2.5, and my other one was 3 inches. That's why she's not fitting as we've got mom is winking. And then you know what? I'm going to erase this before I stamp there so I don't get my stamping goofed up. Then we're going to come in with some smoky slate. This. So we have 2 bee trails, one from each stamp set. And I'm going to use both of them on this card. And then when we do the front, I'm just going to pull in we're going to make our little swirly bee, our bee trail for that guy. Then this one's going to be kind of short. Maybe we'll put it in front of her, like there's another bee flying in the group. Just go like this. Actually, let's put a little bit on the edge back here. I can't believe I cut this wrong. Well, I can, but so I actually would have done this at 3 inches instead of 2.5. It would have given us more room for our bees. So now we're just going to adhere this down, and I think I'm going to use my liquid glue just because of the all the embossing. see if we need, yep, we do need to trim it a little bit. Oh, words, forgot the words. Let's see, we do want to put some words on the front here. Probably should have done them before I had this put together so that they weren't, I wasn't stamping on top of the embossed layer, but I think we're good, yep. And then we can put a little ribbon around here now. And I've got some black linen thread. I think it's called linen thread. Oh, this is baker's twine, okay. Seemed a little thin for baker's twine, but and I'm just going to tie a knot. Of course, you could tie a bow. Just give it some short tails. Now I have two different options for my embellishments. I have these really pretty hearts. I don't really want to put anything on here, but I think maybe I could put a couple over here. Maybe one for each bee. So there is our double fun fold with our two layers of card bases. So hope you enjoyed this, and check out some of these new items and old items and how they work together. If you need to place an order, I've got my store address just below here. Thanks for stopping by at the Roost. I hope you have a great day.